I'm going to start this video out with the idea that this is about the fifth video I've done of the truck, and I've done another 3 or 4 modifications to it since I did my last one. One of the things I did are the tow haul mirrors. I used the OBD2 reader to program them so the lights work, the directionals work, the puddle lights work. On the hood is another customization. The actual hood is a metal hood instead of it being a fiberglass hood. I changed out the lighting inside it, so now there's 9 LEDs in each side instead of 6. For the front, I bought the Morimoto XB LED headlights, which are extremely cool. I'll probably turn on the directionals just to see what it looks like. Just recently, I also put on the brake, what do they have? Disc brake covers, which I think are showing up here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to step back off the truck and I'm falling into holes and what have you. There are probably a good 80 mods in the truck. I have changed mods out to put new mods in. I've taken things off and put them back on. Some of them I've just traded out completely. Some things I've actually done 4 times, which sounds stupid, but you know, again, I'm trying to find the exact look I'm looking for, or the feel, and this is pretty much it. So I'm doing this in hopes that this is probably the last video I do. Not 100% sure that's the true key. Around the back here, I actually bought these lights at a Walmart. They actually have directionals. They're blinking, of course, because of the camera, but I just put them on a chrome strip. I bought the tail lights, which are really nice. I like these. I had another set in there and I got rid of them. I also did an exhaust system, and I bought the 5-inch black tips. And for the underneath of the truck, or the chassis, whatever you want to call it, I chromed some of it, painted the rest of it, and that's what it looks like. Again, I'm not sure if this is actually coming out or not. I left it running on purpose because I kind of like hearing it. I'm doing what I can to keep the whole truck in the frame, which isn't exactly the easiest thing I've ever done. Yeah, I'm doing this in my work parking lot during a break time, which also makes it a little tough. I'll get up on the emblem that I bought for the hood. It's actually two different decals, and I put them together to create one. So this is what it looks like up close. Again, I think the sun is probably killing me. At least it looks like it is. Very hard to tell. So here's the trick. It's a 2014 Ram Bighorn with no amenities. It has absolutely nothing. It was just a black truck when I bought it. Now it has cab lights, which you usually find on the 2500. It has 2019 style lights, which of course you find on a 2019 to 2020 truck. It has a what grill is this? This is the Ram Rebel grill that I painted red, chromed it, and also pinstriped it. And if I get up close to it, you can clearly see that the Ram letters do not come with this grill, even for a Rebel. These come off a 2019 type grill, and I custom fit them into this, which I thought was a nice little touch. I'm not sure if I'm going to change out my fog lights. I kind of like them the way they are. But the overall truck itself is pretty close to done. I just figured I'd get one more video. Maybe I'll get a few more, who knows. The hood is massively custom. I put a lot of time, effort, and energy into the hood. Not too much expense, believe it or not. The fiberglass hood that I had on here was atrocious. It was literally ready to fall off the truck. It looked like heck. I had it wrapped, I couldn't get it painted. It was horrible. So interior-wise, I'm not sure how well this is going to come up with the sun. I changed as much as I could inside also. I figured why do the outside, not do the inside. So this is what I came up with. I'm not sure if the sun's going to kill me here. Those are the doors. Forgive the bottles, please. Custom dash. Painted it all myself, stenciled it, chromed it. Put in the radio. Also did up the glove compartment, the doors. I also bought Classio seat covers, which look like actual seats, and a lot of people think I changed out the seats in the truck and they're just seat covers. So that's pretty much it. The radio I did probably, I don't know, a year ago or so. I think we know what kind it is. It's not bad. It really works well. It sounds good, but it's a real pain in the butt to try and switch all the stations, do everything you need to do while you're driving, because you shake around a bit, and it's really hard to keep your hands on it. But other than that, it's fantastic. If you want to watch videos, you want to do anything online, it's you know, having a tablet in your vehicle. Trying to get back as far as I can. The whole idea of this truck, in my opinion, was to try and bring back the look of the 70s on a 2014 truck. And I've seen a lot of blacked out trucks on the road. I've seen a lot of, you know, they keep them simple. They take all the badging off, which is, you know, it's cool. It's got its own look. But for me, this is something I've always wanted to do. You know, bring back my childhood, because I loved Tonka trucks and trucks that look like this, and Nylon trucks, all these different, you know, trucks as a little boy. And here I'm actually driving a real one. The Hemi on the back, that you can clearly see on the back window, my wife bought for me probably 2 or 3 years ago, and she really thought it was pricey and didn't like it. Me, I thought it was great. I have not seen one since. As for the back, the tailgate, that Dodge emblem is kind of wearing away. It's looking a little crappy. It's supposed to go on your windshield. It's supposed to, you know, block the sun, and I cut it down and I figured it was black, and I stuck it to the back of the truck. Again, I changed out all the emblems. They don't come red. We all know that, whoever owns these. So a lot of people drive by me that own Rams and can't figure out what this is, what year it is, what type of truck it is. So they know it's a Ram, but they don't know for the life of them what kind of Ram it is. And I think that's really cool. I have some people stare at me like in the daze. They can't figure it out. I've had people come up to me when I do work. I go to Home Depot. Yes, I use the truck for a lot more than what it just sits around looking like, and they're all shocked in the parking lot looking at it, and they all have to come over and ask questions. The Morimoto lights are fantastic. I know they're a really pricey light at $1,300, but I'm telling you, they're probably the most incredible lights I've ever put on the truck. They have a little bit of a problem where the lenses pop out a tiny bit. The sun hits them at just the right angle, and it kind of distorts some of the black inside. It's really hard. You have to get right up on it to see it. Other than that, it's just incredible. Drilling holes in my roof to put in the cab lights was a little tough. But actually doing the hood was a really cool thing. I really thought that was a great idea. I saw it online someplace, and somebody said, oh, you can buy these, but it's only a couple. And when I went looking for them, whoever was doing it had stopped. I guess it was some kind of private deal. So, of course, I bought the inserts myself, and I cut them all up, and I drilled them out, and I did all kinds of crazy things. I found the LEDs. There's actually a little switch underneath the hood that's protected that I can actually change the colors to whatever I want. What I really like is the amber, but right now they're kind of red. So I guess I'll leave it at that and hope that the video comes out all right, because I try to park the truck in the shade and the sun is out, and it's really wreaking havoc on this. It's kind of hard to tell how well it's coming out. But that's the truck all in all. I can go back kind of into the interior on the other side. I'm not 100% sure whether I got the doors open. Let me give that a shot. One more try. Okay, we'll go around to the other side. The Tesla radio, again, as I said earlier in the video, it's a really, really nice, it has a lot of nice options, but it does some quirky things too. Some mornings I start it up and it doesn't want to fire up. It kind of hangs there for a while. So if you don't have everything set the night before, you know, you heat your radio, it doesn't come on, it just sits there. So it's really a good idea to do that the night before. Forgive the hand wash also sitting there. That's because of the COVID-19 virus, so I'm trying to keep myself as clean as possible. The Bighorn emblem actually goes on the back of an older Bighorn. The doors are a little crazy, but again, this is the look that I like. So I'll just let it go at that. I'll go back around to the front of the truck and end the video. We'll come up on the Dodge 3545 on the hood. And again, kind of stinks that the emblem is sitting in the sunlight, but I actually put a couple of eyes on the ram head. So if you walk up to it, you can actually see there's a couple of yellow eyes. But that's it, all in all. Hope you like it. I love it. To me, it's probably one of the craziest Rams I've seen yet. I see a lot of them at SEMA and what have you. Of course, they got hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in it. I think I probably got about 55, including the price of the truck, so maybe 60. All right, take care of yourselves. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye-bye.